A few weeks ago, a new TikTok-like social media app launched where all the videos were AI generated. Users can comment on and share the videos, plus generate new ones themselves, including of people who look very familiar, almost like it's deepfaking. And now you're probably thinking, duh, we've all heard of Sora before, but I'm actually talking about the Meta Vibes? What, you've never heard of Meta Vibes before? Maybe that's because while the new Sora app has often topped the iOS App Store list since it launched and is seemingly all anyone can talk about on the internet, Meta's AI app, which includes both the video generator Vibes and is also needed to pair your Meta Ray-Ban glasses, routinely fails to get even into the top 100 list. In fact, on my Android phone here in Germany, where AI apps like ChatGPT and Gemini are in the lead, Meta's AI is not even on the top list at all. Vibes, which broadly does the same thing as Sora, has generally been broadly ignored despite launching earlier, despite being more or less globally available for free on Android, iOS, and the web, while Sora is locked to only iOS and only the US and Canada, and also needs an invite code, and despite Vibes also directly connecting to gigantic platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. It is mind-boggling that the social media company with billions of users has been beaten so badly at social video AI, especially when, in the last couple of years, all Mark Zuckerberg has been doing is spending any money that he can find on AI. They're spending up to a mind-warping $72 billion in a single year in just capital expenditures driven by AI, which, just for context, is more than the entire GDP of 3 different US states. They're building data centers that are the size of entire cities. They keep buying shares of AI startups like Scale AI for tens of billions of dollars. They've poached individual AI researchers with pay packages reaching $250 million per individual. And this year, Meta has spent so much money on AI that they had to take out what is essentially a loan for $29 billion. This means Zuck has ramped up the spending so much that for the first time since I can remember, even Meta's insane cash flows couldn't cover what he's doing, and so he had to start borrowing money. Zuck has openly said that he plans to win by just outspending all of their competitors, and he also said that the potential risk to his business is actually that they might underspend compared to the others.
And if we end up misspending a couple of $100 billion, I think that is going to be very unfortunate, obviously. But what I'd say is I actually think the risk is higher on the other side.
In other words, the money printer in Meta went absolutely brrr, and yet so far, Meta's massive spending on generative AI has not really helped them win in any area that really matters. They're right now losing social video to Sora, Meta's chatbot has so far completely failed to take market share from ChatGPT, AI coding is mostly being won by the likes of GitHub Copilot, not Meta, AI search is unsurprisingly dominated by Google, and in the world of specialized AI apps, Google has had standout hits like Notebook LM and Nano Banana, while Meta's attempts, such as letting users chat with AI avatars of celebrities, have so far been spectacular failures. Really open weight or open source models were the only area where Meta had some early success, but here too, competition from the likes of DeepSeek and Mistral has been strong, and lately the company has started to abandon its open source commitments anyway. Meanwhile,